A private jet has crashed in Russia just north of Moscow, and among those listed as passengers on board were Yevgeny Prigozhin, the head of the Wagner group. 10 people were on board the aircraft, including 3 crew. All 10 are reported to have been killed. This was said to be an Embraer aircraft on a flight from Moscow to St. Petersburg, and St. Petersburg, of course, is where the Wagner group has its headquarters. This has been a scenario that has been much feared and much anticipated, given the failed attempt by Prigozhin and his forces to march on Moscow back in June. Since then, Prigozhin has been a marked man, and there have been concerns about his safety that have never quite died down. Clearly, Prigozhin was a significant challenge to Putin and to Putin's authority before a deal was reached that stopped this march in its tracks. Whatever that deal, the details were never quite disclosed, and its stability and future have always been much doubted. There have been reports suggesting earlier that under the deal Prigozhin went to Belarus. That never was quite verified. In any case, he did return to Russia, if indeed he did go to Belarus for a long stretch as reported earlier. But the fact is that his whereabouts have been a bit uncertain. No one has quite known where he has been, what he has been up to. There have been sporadic and patchy revelations and statements here and there, but nothing that has been very clear or confirmed. This now would indicate that there has been a good deal of upheaval within Russia around him. It was reported by Russian television that Putin is unforgiving of those who rise against him. In spite of that, we were told that there has been agreement reached and Prigozhin and his forces forgiven. No one was quite convinced that that is the case. Now there are renewed questions about what has happened, and renewed questions further what Wagner and Wagner's leadership would do under the circumstances, whether they would continue to rise in revolt under some other leadership or be absorbed in the Russian military as planned earlier, or simply dispersed and silenced. But this is again an uncertain time in Russia.